So I'm going to be talking about the property and some of the finances, everything that kind of went into it. So right now, right off the bat, I'm walking down the driveway. So the seller, the previous owner, he originally purchased the 40 acres and started building the cabin. There's Ashley right there. She's packing up. Anyways, he purchased the land and he started basically all the foundation work. As you can see, all this, this road right here, very much is like our driveway. He had all this rock put in, right? It's very nice. The cabin itself is only halfway built. So he was able to pour a foundation. Obviously it's elevated. It's just like the second story. Underneath is just open. It's just like storage, I guess, or it's whatever we want to make it. But the previous owner, or the seller, he was in the middle of building this cabin for his family, and unfortunately they had a divorce and it was a court order sale, so he had to sell it, which is very unfortunate. But that's how we were able to structure such a good deal, because they kind of needed to sell it. And this property was on the market for almost a year. I think it was like 10 or 11 months. So it was on the market for a while. And they got to a point where they just really needed to sell it. And they did, I think, like 2 or 3 price reductions. Sorry, I got the sunlight right there. But they did a few price reductions. So their original asking price for everything was $175,000, and that's for obviously the cabin and the 40 acres. They had reduced the price all the way down to $145,000, and we came out, we looked at the property, and I started talking with the realtor. Actually started talking with the seller a little bit as well, and I offered him a set of terms. I told them that I would pay their original asking price of $175,000 if they were to give me a low monthly payment and a low down payment. So I was trying to get in with a lower down payment, but they had some debt on the property. He had about $50,000 worth of debt on the land for whatever reason. I don't know what for. And then there was additional, realtor fees, closing costs, title escrow, all that kind of stuff. So our down payment had to be $65,000. Which, back in our market, back in Long Beach, California, standard houses, things like that, putting down just even 10% maybe, was gonna be well over $65,000. So we were kind of like, okay, we can work with that. We can work with the $65,000. So that was our down payment, and now our monthly payment is just under $400 a month for everything. And this is owner finance, so I didn't get any banking finance, no FHA, no USDA, no kind of banking loan. The seller is essentially our bank, if you're unfamiliar with real estate and owner financing and things like that. But so yeah, that's what we did, and it's 0% interest. And there is a 10-year balloon, so we're gonna make our payments are for just under $400 a month for the next 10 years, and at the 10-year mark, we pay the remaining balance, which is around 65-70,000. Every year we're paying down the 175,000, and in 10 years the remaining balance is right around 65-70,000, which is called a balloon payment. And yeah, so that's pretty much how we did it, how I structured the deal. I offered those terms to the seller and to the realtor, and they accepted. And I think the major reason why they accepted was, once again, they were in a divorce. It was a court order sale. It's been on the market for a long time, and we were like really one of only a few interested parties, and we were actually the only ones to actually come out and see the property. The other interested parties, they were just verbal stuff, and they didn't even come and look at it. We actually made the trip out here, which you could probably see in our other videos. We're walking it with the realtor, and so they were happy to work with us because we were showing real legit interest in purchasing it. And so yeah, that's what we worked out. And just a little bit about me. I've actually have my real estate license in California. Although I'm not an active realtor or anything, I'm actually a welder, fabricator by trade. But I started learning real estate, got my license, and I focused mainly on like the investment side of real estate, which is how I kind of knew how to structure the deal, and I knew how to do a lot of that. But let's take a look at the property itself. There's Maximus. He's just kind of following me around. So yes, the cabin, it's weathered. It's been sitting out here untreated, untouched, I think for almost 2 years, like a year and a half to 2 years. I think he bought it, the original owner bought it back in like, I don't know, 2016 or 17 or something like that, and then started construction. So they actually pulled a bunch of these juniper trees, leveled out the land, cleared it. You can kind of see far in the distance, way over there, there's a bunch of just pulled up juniper trees, all pulled up. There's a pile over there. There's a pile over there. So they cleared the land, They also installed a septic system. Here's like a ventilation pipe. It's kind of hard to tell, but there's some caps right there that go to the big septic tank, and then the leach lines are way over there. So they had a the septic system put in, although it's not permitted, and neither is the cabin. He did all of this unpermitted, which kind of sucks. But I called the county prior, when I was in escrow. I called the county and made sure that if I were to purchase, can I permit this cabin, or were they gonna make me tear it down or something. So I did the proper due diligence and made sure that I can permit this in the future. Also, he did all the foundation work, all the concrete, poured the foundation for the property. So he did a lot of the, like I said, the foundation work for the property. They also built this little I guess like when the monsoon season comes and it rains, there's like a little creek. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but it goes all the way back, a long way back there, because the land is kind of at a slant, like at a low grade. You can't really tell on camera, but the land kind of goes downhill that way. So when it rains, there's a trench right along this road right here. It comes, it wraps around right in here to the front, all through all this rock, all the way this way, and then it goes back along that way. So apparently when it rains really heavy, monsoon, this is a nice little creek, I guess, that he trenched out and made. And it also just helps divert, you know, all the rainwater from going to the cabin. We haven't seen it happen yet. This is actually only our third time here at the property, so we're not here 100% yet. We're working on it. We still have, you know, full-time jobs back in California. You know, we're renting back in California, so we're slowly going to make our transition to be here 100% to build, you know, our homestead here. There's no power on the property. There's no water source on the property. So as far as power, we're going to do solar, possibly some wind turbine as well, but there's none of that here yet. We gotta purchase everything. Water is you either haul the water in from town, you know, you do it yourself. There's a service that you can call, and they come with a big water truck and they can fill up your tanks. Or it's rain collection, you know, just right off the roof of whatever structures you have out here, which is what a lot of the locals do. So we're too high in elevation to drill for a well. It's too expensive, you can't really do it. So that's what we're working with. But from what we heard, if you're set up with enough rain capture and have enough storage, water storage, big tanks, like 2,000 gallon tanks and whatever, a good rain, and you can have water for months, even for like gardening and all the other stuff you may need water for. So we're not crazy worried about it. We think we'll do just fine. But it's new to us. It's gonna be a learning curve, but it's all right. Even if you haul water, I think it was like, I don't know, like $100 for like, I don't know, I think like 800 gallons or something like that. I don't exactly remember, but it was relatively inexpensive for a lot of water. And for us, it's kind of like just paying our water bill back home. You know, it's nothing different. It's just another utility bill that you got to pay. What else is there with the utility? Oh, gas. You know, we'll probably just run propane for the gas. As of right now, that's the general idea. But yes, the cabin is been weathered, just out here with the sun beating on it. Obviously there's no trees and there's no shade coverage for the cabin, so the sun and Mother Nature is just kicking its butt, more or less. So I'm gonna go up top and we're gonna take a look at it. So I know, you know, a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, the cabin looks like shit, and you know, everyone's gonna have their opinion. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, it does kind of look like shit, but it's only halfway built, and to me it's kind of like having a blank canvas. You know, we have good bones, a good structure, and now we can renovate and make it our own. That's actually, so if you're into real estate at all, this is actually a very common thing, you know, fixing and flipping. You buy a distressed property, you renovate it, you force equity into the property, and you know, you could flip it and sell it for a profit, or live in it, or rent it out, or whatever you want to do. We do not plan on flipping this. This is going to be our homestead. We're going to leave California and move out here permanently, but I believe if we permit everything, get everything legit with the county, and obviously renovate it, finish the property, fix it up, make it look nice again, you know, the value is going to go way up, and it'll be well over 175 grand, especially in the next 10 years. By the time we're supposed to pay it off, it'll definitely be worth a lot more. But yeah, let's take a good look at it. So, you know, the siding, it's all jacked up. All this needs to be replaced. It all needs to be redone. And we want big windows anyways, because look at this view. Like, this is why we liked this particular property. Not so much the structure, the cabin, but the land. We love this land. I know some people are like, oh, it's garbage, it's fucking just desert and it's unusable. Like, okay, to each his own, but we love it. Again, the cabin, yeah, plywood floors, like this shit, it all needs to get redone. I actually want to extend these decks probably like 4 times this width. This is I think the most narrowest part of the deck. It goes all the way around. The side's a little bit wider, pretty narrow on this side. But yeah, I'd want this like 4 times this length, and have actual room to walk and put like a bench up here or something to, you know, just sit and enjoy the view. But again, all this is going to get torn down and redone. We're just going to pretty much keep the bones intact. I'm going to go inside. We'll take a look on the inside. All right, it's a little dark. So we've been coming here and we've been bringing, you know, our camping gear. So a lot of the totes and like barbecues and things like that. This is ours, you know, our camping chairs, you know. We haven't been sleeping inside here. There are mice in here. Rocco has been hunting and going crazy inside here, finding mice, and we found, you know, little droppings and stuff. But the bed, this is, I guess, a bunk bed setup. The chairs, this big couch, you know, that couch over there, all the cabinets, cabinetry, the stove, the microwave, toaster oven, the table, all of that was here, came with the cabin. None of this was ours, just you know, the camping gear is ours. So it's nice. I mean, I don't even like this big couch. We're probably just gonna give it away or get rid of it for sure. Pretty much everything inside here we're gonna get rid of. Again, we want big windows, you know, so we want big sliding glass doors. Like, that's a sliding glass door, obviously, but we want a big one, like larger, much bigger windows, like possibly like floor to ceiling style windows. All around, all 4 sides, or a majority of it. Again, we just want to, you know, enjoy the view. Right now, I closed all the things because we're kind of packing up and getting ready to take off, go back home. So this is it. You know, there's no insulation yet. There's no power lines ran. Obviously, there's no solar on. There's no panels. There's no. The only kind of plumbing was for the septic system, and they have it just going right there. But the toilet's not even installed. There's not even water, even if that shit was hooked up. But yeah, no lines are ran, nothing. So to me, it's a blank canvas. We can come in here and, you know, put in different doors. We can move things, and not have to worry about, like, you know, cutting down brand new electrical or moving gas lines or whatever, you know, water lines or whatever the heck. So that's kind of what we got right out here. Oh, also, it came with, there's a 40-foot container right there. That also came with the property in the land. There's a really cool trail. It's kind of hard to see, but there's the start of it is like right in there, and it goes all the way throughout the property, and it kind of just like zigzags and swerves, and then it comes back out. It's like right over there. It's kind of hard to see, but that's kind of cool. A nice trail to just go and look around. But yeah, so it's a big project. It's a lot of work, but that's fine. Like we're okay with it. And our goal is we're gonna buy a camper trailer, you know, and park that on the land, get that thing livable. We're gonna find some remote working jobs. You know, ever since COVID, remote work has just blown up. It's a lot easier to find remote work. Companies are doing it a lot now. So we're just gonna get Starlink, you know, Wi-Fi internet, and get some remote jobs, get a camper trailer, park that permanently on the land, and start building the homestead out. You know, obviously we're gonna get a garden going eventually. We want to start getting some livestock, getting some animals. Probably just start with, you know, chickens, maybe some goats. You know, start small, because we're new to all of this. We're brand new to all of this. You know, I've never raised chickens or any kind of like farm animal, just dogs. You know, I've only had dogs my whole life. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. You know, I'm excited to do it. I do want to learn it and have all that. I think it'll be fun. Same with the garden. You know, I've never really grown vegetables or anything like that. So being able to grow our own food sounds fun. Sounds like a lot of work. You know, it's gonna be work, but it's all right. What else is there? Yeah, that's pretty much the plan. You know, so, you know, follow along, subscribe to the channel, and in months to come, we're going to be slowly making our way out here. You know, we'll do updates and things that we got going along. Right now I'm working on getting just a flatbed trailer so that I can start hauling all my tools. I have like welders and a bunch of tools and all that, and I'm going to put it in the container over there. So I need to get me a flatbed trailer and start hauling all my stuff out, and also obviously get the camper trailer, get that out here. We got to find remote jobs. We've got to, you know, cancel the lease back home. So all that takes time, you know. We may have just, you know, if you've seen some of our other videos, you know, we've got just random camping trips. We just love camping and being outdoors. You know, we just went camping at the Kern River a few weekends ago, and that's just what we love. That's why we want to be out here. You know, we just, you know, we love all this. Right now we just pitch a tent and sleep in a tent, and the weather's been really nice. You know, we can do that right now, and it was kind of cool yesterday. You know, we're sleeping in the tent, and it's just an open tent. Like, we don't put the rain catch on top of it, so you can just see right through the mesh screen. And we woke up and there was a bunch of cows. So our tent was literally right here, our tent, and we woke up and there was like 4 big cows just right there, just staring at us. And it was probably like, I don't know, 6:30 in the morning or something. Like, sun's, you know, coming up, nice and crisp outside, and there's just, you know, just some big cows just out there doing their thing, just grazing. So another thing about this particular land is we're on 40 acres lot, right? And it's just a big square, and north of our land is state trust land way over there, and they have free range cattle just roaming through everything all around here, and our property is not fenced, so they obviously they come over here, and just walking around, and you can see, you know, cow poop all over the place. But there's also deer, there's all kinds of wildlife, and they just, you know, they just come in and they do their thing, and it's awesome. It's kind of cool. Obviously they're not bothering us at all. They're actually kind of skittish. I try to get kind of close to it, but they just run away. So yeah, you know, like, subscribe to the video. We appreciate all the support, all our new subscribers, all the positive comments. We really appreciate it all. And like I said, we're slowly making our way out here, and there's going to be tons of content to come. But it's going to take just a few months for us. Like I said, we got to purchase a camper trailer, we got to find new jobs. It's just going to be, you know, it's just a process to get out here. We can't just, you know, up and move right away. As much as we would love to, like, we don't even want to leave right now. We got to, you know, we got jobs and stuff we got to go do, other responsibilities to go handle, but we don't necessarily want to leave. But soon we'll be here full time. So stay tuned for more. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe. Let us know what you think. What would you do with the property? Would you keep it? Would you not? You know, I know there's a, you know, mixed ideas out there, I guess. Some people are down and they like it, and others don't. I love it. I think it's beautiful out here. Peaceful. So thanks again, and stay tuned until next time. Thanks. Bye.